sun is shining. And you know what that means. When the sun shines, it means God's smiling, and God is smiling because he loves the gays. And anyone who says otherwise can fuck off. So it's official, Ireland says yes! The marriage referendum has passed, and now whoever wants to get married can get married regardless of their gender or sexual orientation, and so yeah, that happened. But now on to the actual important things. JibCon! Hey! Yeah. Supernatural conventions, totally more important than referendums on human rights. I need to check out my priorities, don't I? That's a bit skewed. This video is going to be super long and weird and disjointed, and I apologise for that, but I need to put it out in the world because I need for you to know how good a time I had and how much I appreciate the good time that I had. I feel so privileged to have been there at all and to be part of a fandom that is so good, and to have a cast that cares about us as much as our cast clearly does. Hello! I realised I haven't vlogged the entire time I've been here. Not a whole day. I took some video on the plane of because we were flying over mountains and stuff. It was very cool. But yeah, we had a whole day. I met people. Helena's here. She's over there.
Hi, JibCon!
JibCon! Oh my god, I'm so excited. We're actually leaving now to go to the first day of the convention, and it's really exciting, and I have a pretty badge, and yeah, so these aren't going to be coherent videos. This is going to be screaming and crying and screaming again. So yeah,
what do you expect though?
Yeah, that's it. That's all it's going to be. So yes, JibCon day 1, oh my god!
We're gonna meet Misha!
So yes, I was at Jib 6, and oh my god, it was wonderful. I mean, first of all, me and my friends had been planning on going since well, obviously you have to book tickets a year in advance, so we've been planning it since last May or June, and then it was this big build up to it, and we're like, oh, it's so far away, and then suddenly it was happening, and we were all there together, eating pizza and playing Cards Against Humanity and screaming. There was a lot of screaming, so much screaming, you know, cut to screaming. But it wasn't like what I thought it would be. It was small and intimate and weird and full of women, which I knew it would be because, yeah, the vast majority of the Supernatural fandom is female, but to actually see that in real life, to be surrounded by all these just incredible women who have all come together and formed this community around this ridiculous show, and I had a lot of feelings about it. So I, went to a lot of panels, and I got autographs from all the guests and photo ops with some of them, which, oh, I need to show. Oh my god, photo ops. Right. Here's me with Mark Shepherd, and my evil red nails are sort of clawing at his stomach in a slightly threatening way. That's, didn't realise I was doing it at the time, but now that I look back, it's slightly worrying. Here's me with Misha, and oh my god, I was so nervous. This was the first one I got, and I love Misha so much, and it was the first photo op on the first day, and I was trying to be really cool, and I think I was cool for most of the other ones, but the minute I got in line for Misha, I just started falling apart and being like, oh my god, and having too many feelings, and I don't think I could even really speak to him. I don't really remember what happened during the photo op, just because I was so emotional, and I couldn't even really speak to him. There's so much I wanted to say to him and thank him for, and I couldn't. The words just wouldn't come out. Maybe I should take this opportunity to just say, Misha, if you're watching, which you're not, but if you ever do, thank you so much for everything, for being yourself, and and, you know, because see, I can't even do it now. There's this goodness in him that you can feel when you're like in his presence. I mean, Misha's amazing in general, but when you're actually in the room with him, like, and you can just feel this goodness, this kindness and love just coming off him in waves, and it's really overwhelming. So he's such a nice guy. I just, oh. And I think he could tell that I was like a bit overly emotional. He just kind of, you know, put his hand on my shoulder and made sure I was alright. And yeah, and it's because he had such a long queue of people to talk to as well, because everyone loves Misha, and if you don't, you're wrong, because how can you not? But yeah, so he was lovely. He was really lovely. Oh, and also, thank you to Misha for being so nice when Gemma fainted. Gemma fainted in Misha's panel. I'm sure there's video of it somewhere. It was quite dramatic. And just Misha took really good care of her, and like, I mean, she was fine. She got really overheated and dehydrated. And we all took care of her and everything was fine. But Misha was so caring, and my battery's about to die, but he just took really good care of her and seemed really concerned. And when I had my autograph with him, I was like, thanks for being so nice, and he just seemed really concerned and like really relieved that she was okay, which is just, he's the sweetest person. And oh my god, Misha! My battery's about to die, I better change it, hang on. And then there's me and Felicia Day! It's Felicia Day! Oh my god, doing a Charlie's Angel pose with me, because, you know, her character's name is Charlie. We had to be Charlie's Angels. I thought it was rather clever and unique, and then when I went to collect my photo op, I saw like 3 other people had done the same pose, so oh well, not as original as I thought, but I still really like it. And there's me and Jim Beaver, who is the sweetest guy, and he was like dancing around in the photo op room, and like he wore all these Bobby t-shirts and they were amazing. So Jim's lovely. Jim's so lovely. And you know, just casually being proposed to by Osric Chow. That happened. We're planning a spring wedding. And can we talk about Osric for a second, and how he frequently forgets that he's been on the show and just fangirls over it? Because that's pretty much my favourite thing about him. Like, have you seen the Supernatural parody video that Hillywood did? Oh my god! Oh my god! And Osric playing Sam. It's just, everything about it is glorious. Everything about it is glorious. I'm gonna link that in the description, because if you haven't seen it, look, first of all, where have you been? Like, it's been up for days. Everyone's seen it by now. But, oh my god, it's so good, it's so funny, and it's just so weird, and I just, Osric! And then finally, Tomo! Tomo. I love Tomo. I've always loved Tomo. I've loved Tomo since Battlestar. But I became the craziest Tomo fangirl over the weekend. Like, I was excited to meet him, but on the Friday I went into the autograph room to queue up for his autograph, and I was just chatting to him, and he's just so lovely. He has this presence, and he's this really grounded presence that just makes you want to like chill and like sit down, and just calms you, makes you feel really good and better. And I just went, oh my god, Tomo! So yeah, I had the autograph with him on Friday, and then I was at his panel on Saturday, and I got to like ask him a question and stuff, and we talked a little bit, and that was really cool. And then on Sunday I had my photo op with him, so it's just like I spoke to Tomo every day, which was amazing. It was just the best thing. Tomo's amazing. He's so lovely. He's so lovely. I also became a massive Rob Benedict fangirl over the weekend. Just his show on Sunday night was amazing. Oh, he's such a talented musician. I mean, I knew that already, but I'd never like I'd heard a few of his songs, but I'd never heard them properly, you know? And he's just so talented, oh my god, and he was so sweet, and like talked to him for a minute after the show, and like got a CD signed, and he's just so lovely. He's just so lovely. Oh, he's just so smiley and nice and open. You're gonna have to forgive me, I have to vlog, because I haven't today, so.
Are you vlogging?
I am right now. Yeah, say hello.
Oh.
Hello! Hello to the 18 people that subscribe to me.
Woo! 18!
Woo! Well, I only have
How much is me? I will subscribe to you so it will soon be 19.
So, what did we just do, girls? We just finished the first day of GymCon.
We did indeed.
Oh,
And we got kicked out of the hotel when they wouldn't order us a taxi.
yeah,
How dare
that was
they?
upsetting.
Well, not quite, but
I hope,
outraged.
hang on, let me check if this is actually recording, oh it is. I have a really bad habit of like talking into things and then realising they're not recording, and I've been talking into a camera for like an hour and it's like, none of that recorded.
I hugged Joseph Chow and Felicia Day.
Oh, it's like
I
Ciao
hugged
and Felicia Day.
I hugged Richard Spate Jr.
Oh.
and Jim and
Yeah.
someone else who I can't remember. Tamo.
Tamo. Oh, I hugged Osric and
I've actually
Jim
got a photo with my,
and oh,
I just
and
took
Mark
a
and
photo
Misha as well. Let's just forget about them, those little nobodies. Oh my god, I hugged Misha and I nearly cried. And I hugged Mark and I nearly cried as well. And I'd calmed down a little bit by the end of the day, but not much. My one regret is that I didn't get a photo op with Jensen, but they sell out so quickly, you know, that he's so popular. He's the lead of the show, so of course he is. But yeah, I am a tiny little bit sad that I didn't get a photo with him, but what can you do? I got an autograph from him and got to talk to him for a minute, and I don't know if I should tell the story, will I? Yeah, okay. Basically I just said thank you for the show and for coming to the con, because it's been in a lot of ways it's been a really, really shit year. And it's been really difficult for me, and basically it's been a shit 2 years actually. Both of them. The year before was really tough as well. And I basically just thanked Jensen for coming to GymCon and for being there, because the thought of going there and meeting him and Misha and meeting all the girls in real life for the first time, that actually has been the only thing that's kept me going a lot. You know, I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't had such a big, important thing to look forward to. And I needed to say that to him. And the minute I did, he took my hand and he looked straight into my eyes and he just said, "I'm really glad you're here." And like, what? It feels silly. It does. It feels really silly that matters to me, but it does matter. And the fact that he was so open and caring, and the fact that he responded the way that he did, it makes me feel less silly, you know? It makes me feel validated in feeling that way, and that's, I think, really important. Actually, in Jensen's panel on Sunday? I can't remember which day. It was Saturday or Sunday. A girl actually got up and basically said what I said to him in private, just, thank you for being here and you're the thing that keeps me going. And he gave such a beautiful answer. I'm going to see if I can find it. I'm sure it's somewhere on YouTube. I'll see if I can link it below, because I don't think I could do it justice summing it up. But he was so just honest and open and emotional at all his panels, and it really was, I think, validating for everyone in the room that this person that we idolise and that we look up to, and who, without ever meeting us, helps us through difficult times, to have him just sit there and respond so openly and to say that we in some way help him too, I think is just such a powerful thing.
Hi!
Claire's here!
I can't reach that place. I've got longer arms.
Jason Mann's gig is tonight, so that's gonna be fun. We need to go back and like get pretty and stuff. Not, I mean prettier, obviously, because look at us now, we're gorgeous.
I mean, I'm currently rocking the 5 hours sleep within 3 days aesthetic.
Yeah,
And you rock it well. I do.
you rock it well. So we're gonna do that. I really hope this is recording. It is recording. I did that about twice yesterday. I was trying to record things and I just hadn't pressed record at all. So yeah, a lot of things happened today. Not quite sure how to talk about them quite yet, but I'll fill you in later. I think we need to talk about that.
I think we need to
At a later date. We need to, yeah. Later.
I mean, a very insightful I confirmed many things. I already believed about.
There were many confirmations of previous theories.
As I'm sure you're all aware, Jared didn't make it to JibCon. He was scheduled to be there, but he was worn out, he was in a bad place, and he needed to be at home with his family. And first of all, I really appreciate how honest he was. He didn't, fob us off with some vague response. He admitted that something was wrong and that he needed to be home and that he hoped we understood. And we did. We all understood. We all understand. And that made me really proud of the fandom and of the community. That, I mean, of course everyone was a little sad that he wasn't there and that we didn't get to meet him, but I think overall everyone was just really happy that he wasn't going to come and make himself more miserable by trying to, be jovial and act like he's in a good mood when he's not, and to be surrounded by all these people that need his attention when he's not in a place to give it, because none of us would want him to be in a situation where we'd feel guilty because we'd make him worse, no one wants him to feel obligated to put himself in an uncomfortable situation just for us. Nobody wants that. And I was really proud of how supportive the fandom was, not only of Jared, but of all the organisers. They worked so hard, oh my god, and it was mad because they had to reschedule panels and sort out replacement photo ops and autographs and things. And that was so much work for them, and I was really happy how just supportive everyone was of them, and how kind and how patient people were, but just everyone handled it so well and was so supportive and helpful of each other. And that felt so wonderful to be a part of that. There was no hard feelings from anyone. Everyone was just happy to try and help everyone else out, and that was just such a positive, lovely experience to be a part of that. The Supernatural cast have always said that JibCon is their favourite convention, because now that I've been there, I know what it feels like to be there. There is this atmosphere of support and love, and it just seems like all the guests are treated really well and are looked after and aren't overscheduled, because it's tiring. I mean, when you're in a room full of 800, 1,000 people who all want your attention and all want to tell you how much they love you and how much they appreciate you. I mean, that's a lovely feeling, obviously, to be appreciated and to be loved by your fans, but I can only imagine how tiring it must be to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people all individually want to have a moment of your attention. That must be exhausting. It was just really well organised, but you could really feel the love and the appreciation from both sides. And it was just this really loving, supportive environment. It was like this fuzzy, cozy blanket of loveliness just wrapped around you for the 3 days of the convention. You could just start talking to someone. You could talk to a complete stranger and it would be fine, because you don't have to do the awkward small talk thing. It wasn't weird to start talking to someone you'd never met, because you have this massive love in common, your love for this show and your love for this cast. And I don't know if that's just because everyone who watches the show is amazing, which I know isn't true because there are certain people on Tumblr who clearly are not amazing, but they weren't there, or if they were there, I didn't encounter them, so I don't care, because everyone I met was just so lovely and warm and just willing to talk and fangirl together, and it was just so lovely.
And it's the last day of JUPCon, and it's very sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. Can I jump in on your vlog, please, Sharon? Hello. We're very there again. We're very sad. Hannah, are you jumping in? Hannah, are you jumping into the video? Hannah, are you jumping in? No.
Just my voice.
Okay.
Just Hannah will be like the celestial voice of God. Well, I think the celestial voice of God within our vlogs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm too sad. But then I get to hug Tamil today. So.
Tamil hugs. Tamil hugs. Oh.
Very, very nice.
I've become such a Tamil fangirl this weekend. Not that I wasn't already, but like to the
I
extreme.
loved Gadriel. I just wish he had a longer storyline.
Yeah, me too. I really wish he wasn't dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could say that about most of the characters.
Tamil was so sad. When I asked him, it was just like, do you think anyone ever filled Gadriel in on what it meant? You know.
Yeah.
And he's just like, unfortunately, he didn't get the chance.
Oh.
I'm so sad. I'm gonna give him a big hug today.
Yeah, he deserves a big hug. So, yeah, plan. And then there's the Misha and Jensen camo
You know, just that small
later.
little thing that
It's
none of
just
us have.
small,
No.
you know, quiet.
Affair.
The room is gonna be filled to the brim.
Oh yes, yes indeed it will. But we have assigned seats, so we're fine. We're fine. Oh, there's the bus. Are we getting the bus? I don't know what's happening.
One thing that that really surprised me, and it was a pleasant surprise, was just how honest and how emotionally vulnerable and open and available everyone was at their panels. Like, the whole cast, apart from Rich and from Mark, who are just sarcastic little shits, but we love them anyway, they're wonderful, and that's like a whole, they have really, really funny panels, especially when they were together. Their panel together, oh my god, it was so funny. But apart from them, they just seemed really appreciative that we were there, which I think is because we were so appreciative that they were there. From where I was sitting, it seemed everyone was just really respectful of them, which in turn makes them respectful of us. And that has to go both ways. You can't expect to have a close relationship with the people who make the stuff you like if you're not respectful of them and appreciate that they work really hard, and even when the show or the movie or whatever it is goes in a direction that you don't like, that's not the cast's fault. They don't write it. They're doing their best, and they're doing what they think is right, and they're working so hard every day to make this thing that we really, really care about and that we engage with. And the fact that they're engaging with us back is so unusual, and I think we really need to understand how blessed we are to have such a close relationship with the people who make the thing we like, because not everyone gets that. In fact, very few fandoms get to have such a close relationship as Supernatural fans get to have with the people that make Supernatural, and we really need to appreciate that. And I think the vast majority of us do, and I think everyone who was at JUPCon really was appreciative. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just so full of feelings. Oh, I just ripped my shirt open. I had to wear the plaid today because, you know, supernatural video. But all the plaid that I brought to Rome with me is in the wash because it stinks, because it was sweaty, because it was hot. So I'm wearing a really, really heavy flannel. And also these buttons don't really enjoy staying closed. And also wasn't really bothered getting fully dressed. So not wearing any pants or a t-shirt under this. So everything's shambolic and a mess, and oh my god.
I can get something. I'm not sure how well you can see you and how well you can see Jib.
As long as the picture is taken, that's all that matters. Jesus.
It's like, it's so many amazing things have happened this week. All of JibCon last weekend, like just all of it, was an emotional roller coaster, but not like an up and down one, like one that just kept going up and 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 up forever, ad infinitum. Just all of the up and all of the bubbles and the niceness and the freak out and the butterflies in your stomach, and it was just rah. And then, you know, we did Roman things as well, me and the gang. We went to the Vatican and Colosseum. That was all fun and that was cool, and it was really nice to hang out with people and have dinner and drink Italian wine. That was all lovely. And then, you know, came back, watched the finale. It was fine. It was fine. I don't know, I really enjoyed the finale until about the last 10 minutes, which I didn't care for. And also felt like they had no plot and were pointless. But that's a different story for a different day. The vast majority of the episode I really liked. And then, the day after that, we get the Shake It Up video, the Supernatural parody by Hollywood with Osric and with Rob Benedict in it. And then, surprise, at the end, oh my god, it's all the cast! And they're all dancing! And it's just that. So that happened, and I've had that stuck in my head since then. And then we voted in a marriage referendum. And then we won the marriage referendum. And it's just, there's so many wonderful things have happened this week. And honestly, I don't know how to process them or how to deal. It sort of feels like this wonderful dream world that I've wandered into where everything's gay and everything's supernatural, and it's just like I don't know. So before I go and try and edit this into something even vaguely coherent, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Daniela, thank you to everyone who organises and works at JibCon, thank you to Grayson and Mark and Richard and Rob and Jim and Mark and Osric. Thank you to Felicia Day, who is incredible, and it was so nice to have another fangirl there, and just who really just got us, and who told everyone that they had amazing dresses and hair and was just so complimentary and cute. And thank you to Tomo, who, you know, he's Tomo. I love Tomo. Thank you to Jason. Thank you to Bob Singer, who came over. He was there too. Thank you to Jared, who we know loves us and would have been there if he could. And thank you from the very bottom of my heart to Jensen and to Misha, who were so honest and so caring and so kind. Thank you as well to all the incredible fans that I met there and I got to hang out with. Thank you to Mara. Yeah, we forced you to be our friend for the weekend, so sorry, but yeah, thanks for being cool. Thank you to the girl who got everyone up dancing on chairs during the Rob Benedict gig. You were amazing, I love you. Thank you to all the people that I chatted to in line for autographs and for photo ops. Thank you so much to the girl with the curly hair and the glasses who was sitting in front of me, who asked Misha the question about International Day Against Homophobia. You are incredible, and I love you so much for asking that question, and because that was a pretty brave thing to do, and Misha gave the most incredible, supportive, warm answer, and it was just lovely. So thank you for asking that question. Thank you everyone who I spoke to and hung out with. Oh, thank you to Anna, who came all the way from Moscow all on her own to the convention, and who we were gonna hang out with, but then we kind of lost her and we couldn't find her again. I hope you had a good time. Just thank you everyone. And I feel like it goes without saying, but thank you so much to Helena and to Claire and Danny and Gemma and Beth and Caro and Desi, and just thank you so much for being there and having fun, and it was so good, and I love you all so much. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I love you more than I can express with words. So thank you. I love you. If you were at JibCon, please, say so in the comments and we can chat and just share your own JibCon experiences. If you don't watch Supernatural, go watch Supernatural. It's amazing. Also, if you want, like and subscribe. That'd be nice of you. But I don't really care. I'm just so happy about JibCon. I don't even care about anything else. So yeah, I love you guys, and fingers crossed. See you next year. Bye!